Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at She-Ra vs. Hordak and Monstroid from the Mega Construx Masters of the Universe collection from Mattel. So I'm not super familiar with the Monstroid, but he looks really neat. I'm really in this for the minifigures. We got Hordak, we got She-Ra, and then I'm guessing this is a kind of comic accurate Prince Adam over here. They look great. I'm not really sure why She-Ra's sword is gold as opposed to silver, but maybe that's how it was in the mini comics in the beginning. I'm not really sure. Picture of the minifigures up there. She-Ra on this side. Nothing really going on the bottom. Over here we just have the name of the set in several languages. And then on the back just kind of shows you everything that's included. The action feature. And then it does show that there is a Land Shark set as well, which I also have on the way. So that'll be coming fairly soon. But I'm excited for these. I really love the Master of the Universe stuff that Mega Construx does, and I think this looks really great, so I'm going to go ahead, get it out of the box, put it all together, and we'll take a closer look. So here's the set fully assembled. We'll take a look at the figures first, and you can see each one of them just kind of comes with this green little piece that they can peg onto, just as kind of a little makeshift display stand, just so they don't fall over. I'm just going to go ahead and take that off. So here is She-Ra. She looks really good. A lot of nice paint applications. Pretty standard articulation for Mega Construx figures. Head is on a ball joint, so you can kind of tilt side to side. Now the hair, of course, is one solid piece, so that does come into play, but really doesn't hinder articulation too much. You can see she can look down, look up a little bit. You have a hinge and a rotation in the shoulder. Now, of course, that's going to hit into the back a little bit, but you can get it to go around if you want. You have a rotation at the elbow as well as a hinge, and then you have a wrist swivel. You have a waist swivel. You have a ball joint in the hips. And the skirt is kind of a soft plastic piece, so it doesn't really hinder articulation too bad. You can see how far she can kick forward. It does hinder like the side to side at the hips a little bit, but not too bad. And then not quite 90 degrees in the knee, but you can see the boots are painted really nice, or gauntlets are painted really nice. The sword looks great. I'm not really sure why it's a bronze color instead of silver. Maybe that's something from the mini comics, I'm not really sure, but I know in the cartoon she had a kind of gray silver sword just like He-Man did, so maybe we'll see one later on in that right color scheme. But otherwise, I think they did a really nice job with the figure. Head sculpt looks good, again, really nicely painted. She looks fantastic. So I will peg her back onto this, and we will move on to, I think this is supposed to be like a comic accurate Prince Adam, because he's got that kind of blue vest. And then he's got kind of a dark gunmetal gray sword and shield. And he's got really all the same articulation. Head's on a ball joint. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, waist, swivel. Got the hips. And he can't really go all that far out to the side either. So maybe that's just a limitation of the hips. But these are really good little figures. I really like these quite a bit. They look really good. He's got a peg hole in the back if you want to go ahead and peg something in. And that cape is a separate piece on She-Ra. You just go ahead and peg that into the back first, and then you pop the head on. Which I forgot to mention. But yeah, these are just really great little figures. They have a nice amount of articulation, really nice paint applications, sculpt's pretty good. I really like these quite a bit. So let's move on to Hordak, who is probably my favorite. They just did such a good job with him. He's got his little bow. Really nice paint here for the Horde symbol on his chest. Now the way this works is the back part of his head, the black part here, is all part of the torso piece. So it's like a kind of a whole vest piece you pop over the bare chest, and then you peg the head on. So that way you do have the head on a ball joint still. It's kind of limited articulation because of the piece, the collar around, but it's not a big deal. Otherwise, he's got all the same articulation. He's got the waist swivel, he's got the elbow and knee bends. Really nice cape here on the back that just pegs into the hole in his back. That looks really, really good. All three of the figures in this set are absolutely fantastic, but I think Hordak might be my favorite. He just looks really, really good. So let's put them off to the side. We will move on to the Monstroid, and there's not a ton special with this guy, but he's got a decent amount of articulation. These are painted pieces here. There are no stickers with this set. So you have this thing on the back here so that you can turn this around, and you can really spin it pretty well. And that just has like a little gear system inside, and you just turn that and it spins. He's got a ball joint here where the pincer claws kind of connect to the head, and then the pincer claws themselves can open and close. And then you have a ball joint for each of the legs, as well as a ball joint down here for the feet, so you can get some good poses. But like I said, there's not a ton to him really. I mean, you're just going to kind of pose him, and then you're going to probably spin him around and use his claws. Now you can go ahead as the package shows, have him grab onto somebody with the pincer claws and like wield him, throw him around. So I think that's really fun. You can even have him kind of grab him around the waist if you want. I mean, technically you could kind of put the peg hole on the back onto one of these if you wanted to help kind of grab him. That's an option. But yeah, it's a simple little build, but I think he's kind of fun. I mean, honestly, the reason you're going to pick up this set is for the little figures, the minifigures, and they're fantastic. Honestly, I can't recommend this set enough for those because they did a really nice job. I think this set retails for around $30. I think that's what I got it for on Amazon. And it's a good little set. Like I said, the Monstroid's all right. That's obviously the bulk of the set. But where it really shines is the 3 little figures. And I will say you do get a pretty large pile of extra pieces here. So if you put this together and you're worried about why do you have so many extra pieces, Mega Construx just kind of does that. They just really like to throw a lot of extra pieces at you. So as you can see, quite a few extra pieces. And you do get one of their like little, I don't know what you would quite call this, but it's the little tool they include to help you take pieces apart. You kind of have like a crowbar side and you kind of have like a grasp side here. So you do get one of those. Lego makes something similar to this. And they do include one of those in the set as well. So I really like this a lot. I think this is a really cool set. Very, very much into all of the Mega Construx Masters of the Universe stuff because the line's been really, really great so far. So definitely recommend this set. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.